Hello and welcome everyone to the second day of our mini course, The Roadmap to Becoming a Meditation Teacher. Before we get started, I invite you to create your sacred space so that you can sit back and receive, listen to the guided practices, and mindfully turning off any distractions or extra windows that you have open, allowing yourself to focus and relax on this webinar so that you can receive the most benefit. Today, you will receive a guided healing meditation. You'll learn about the 4 ways of healing and what healing is. And lastly, how to guide a healing meditation. Let's begin with a guided healing practice, a brief practice. You can start in a comfortable seat. Your feet are firmly planted on the floor or in an easy cross-legged position. And let yourself become aware of the internal balance you feel in your body. That internal sense of balance and center. So in what way would you need to adjust to really get comfortable in that place internally? And taking this time to really turn your attention inward and on your whole inner experience. Your whole inner experience. What are you noticing? Where is your attention and your energy right now? Just noticing without any judgment. When you meditate, where do you place your attention? And if you're new to this practice, it's just a question to contemplate. Where do we place our attention? Becoming aware. And you may notice just by asking that question that you start to experience more presence and connection. We're going to take a gentle body scan and start with that. This is flowing our awareness through different parts of our body, bringing our attention to that part, gently relaxing, and simply following the flow of my instruction. So we'll start at the feet, feeling all sides, all parts of the feet. Can you feel the pinky toe, the middle toe, the big toe? Can you feel all the toes? Or is it hard to feel some of those toes? It's okay. We're just noticing, and you can even wiggle the toes a little bit. You can try even wiggling one or two toes at a time. Noticing what happens when we bring all of our attention to our toes. And we'll go now through the feet, the soles of the feet, heels, ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs, hips, buttocks, groin, lower belly, lower back, mid-back, mid-belly, upper back, chest, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Moving up to the neck, back of the head, skull, middle of the brain, eyes, forehead, nose, middle of the face, teeth, jaw, tongue, back of the throat, center of the body, letting there be a gentle softening throughout the center and the central channel of the spine, inner organs, heart, and mind. Let the whole body become soft and relaxed, feeling that connection to the earth beneath you and a gentle uplifting energy towards the sky above you. And let yourself begin to tune into the natural flow of energy moving through your body, a natural flow of energy moving through your body. The more you relax, the more energy flows. And see if you can connect to this flow of energy from the earth. And go ahead and release any energy you might have been holding on to and let it go down into the earth like a dark water. And the earth is magnetizing that energy from the core and recycling and recomposting any old or stagnant energy, any foreign energy, other people's energy you might be holding on to. So you're just watching that stream easily and effortlessly in your mind's eye and with your intention. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time to visualize, but allowing yourself to let go of energy. And for me, it helps to soften and widen my body energetically and start to release that energy consciously. All of your responsibility, your problems, other people's problems, all past events, future plans, anticipation. And as you start to release any energy or tension or worry, notice where you feel it leaving your body, in areas of your body or your energy. Where do you tend to carry or hold on to energy? You're just noticing with a sense of compassion. where we carry the bulk of energy or tension, and giving ourselves full permission to release that. And this is a practice of consciously emptying the body and the mind to help us prepare for meditation by clearing and resetting the energy within ourselves. Now pay attention and just see how you feel. Now start to gather all your energy towards you. So like a golden sun, you can see it magnetizing above your crown or the center of your body, calling back all of your vital essence, your chi, your life force energy. And we're calling it back with our visualization and intention. So our energy works best in our own body. So if you gave your energy to other people or projects, or you left it in certain places, you're just calling all your energy back into present time. And allowing your center line, the center of your body, to fill up with your energy from the inside out into your biofield, your aura. That's about a foot or a foot and a half outside of you, so that you're sitting in an egg or an orb of your own energy. And we're just noticing what this experience is like and being aware of what's happening or what's in your mind. And then feel this energy, this orb of your own energy, and allow yourself to ground and root this energy down towards the earth. Not necessarily in a pulling way, but in a supportive fashion. And then also feel this energy connect above you in a very clear way, above your crown, up to the sky, or to the heavens, or your higher self, so that you feel completely connected. And when I say higher self, it's not above you, it's inside of you, because we've called our energy back. But feeling that connection of embodying your spirit, fully embodying your spiritual energy, your spiritual self, and letting yourself feel very centered, anchored, and rooted in your own wisdom, your own inner knowing, and allowing yourself to fully have that experience of being fully connected and centered in your spiritual self, embodying your spirit, noticing this experience, your true experience of this, and taking a breath, inhaling and exhaling. Letting it out and just feeling the natural comfort. So there's no right or wrong way to experience a healing meditation. It's meant to be comfortable and natural. There's no pressure to do it the right way or have a certain experience. We're just receiving that benefit. It might be a calming benefit, a feeling of clarity, of ease, feeling more balanced, more present. When you're ready, you can start to open your eyes if they're closed, and just notice how you feel. And letting yourself come back. And if you like, you can share your experience in the chat box if you feel moved. All right, so meditation is naturally healing. It's a healing experience. I remember when I first started learning how to meditate when I was working and living in New York, working in corporate America. And the first 3 months I learned meditation, I cried for 3 months straight. Every time I went to sit on the cushion, it was just gobs of tears and snot. And I actually had a towel. I would keep a towel next to me because it was just so much emotional release and clearing. And it was very cathartic. And I'm just going to open up because I see there's some chats in here. Oh, it's lovely to hear that. Katerina says, I'm experiencing a very serene and grounded feeling. And Briona says, I needed the healing, Sarah. Oh, wonderful. And Jen says, I feel renewed and supported. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Nance, feel calm and loved. And this is really the experience that healing provides to us, are these inner experiences that begin to emerge. So even though I didn't really know that much about meditation, I intuitively felt that crying was the right thing to happen at that time. And it seemed that I needed to release all of this pent up, repressed, unresolved emotion that I had probably my entire life up until I was 29, because I really didn't cry or express myself very much. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable with emotional people. And I grew up in an Asian household, so it was about, keeping it together and having, looking strong. That was the way to be. And so meditation really cracked open this whole new world of healing. And it was unexpected. I didn't expect to have that kind of experience. So healing means different things to different people. It's multidimensional, it's unlimited. And for the intents and purposes of this webinar, I'll refer to healing as the process of becoming whole, of sound health, as balance. And healing is a constant evolution. It's dynamic, and it's can always be subtly happening in the background. And even though it is the process of becoming whole, it's also the understanding that we are whole and perfect as we are. And even though we're undergoing healing and we may have a dis-ease or pain or something that we're working with, it doesn't necessarily mean the absence of that. So we could have a disease that we're working with, but we're healing. We're still experiencing spiritual healing with that, even though that disease is still present. So oftentimes we do have these life events that, in a sense, make us look at our own healing. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I'd like to add here. So taking this time to just contemplate what healing means to you. What is the experience of healing like? Oftentimes it feels nourishing. It feels supportive. It's nurturing. It feeds you. And that's how you know you're experiencing the healing process. Oftentimes, there is a lot of release and catharsis that you experience in a healing. And I will come back to your chats. Thank you. And with meditation, we can often experience a major release of emotions. Oftentimes people don't really discuss this topic of emotional release and emotional healing, because there is, in a sense, I think in the spiritual community, almost a pressure that we need to be positive and have a smile on our face and be calm and got to transcend those emotions, those negative emotions. And if you have something coming up, feel it so you can get beyond it. And I think it really is about going into the center of the pain of our emotions. That's what meditation gives us the resource to do, is to fully feel. And that when we take time to fully feel our emotions and experience them as they are, however messy, raw, crazy, unreasonable, same story again and again, but that permission to feel it and experience it is deeply liberating. It releases that experience from our body. So when we start to hold on to things on an emotional level, whether it's guilt or shame or anger, envy, whatever it might be, any negative emotion, because in our society, we're not really given permission to express these negative emotions or deal with them in a healthy way. I mean, how many of us were given emotional resources growing up? So when we're not given that permission, when it's not okay, it tends to get repressed. And even in meditation, it's like, oh, shift to the happy place. Okay, don't focus on the bad place, go to the happy place. And some bypassing can happen in that experience, because people aren't really being authentic to what's really there. So that emotion can get trapped in the body mind. Eckhart Tolle refers to it as the pain body, where we carry our unresolved, unprocessed emotions. You could also call that our unconscious wounding or fear, when we act out from a place because we're triggered from an external event or experience. So we get triggered. It reminds us of something that we were traumatized by or stressed by or upset by in the past. And so we act out in a certain way to protect or defend. Basically, we go into a survival mode. So it's really hard for us to, in certain cases, maintain our sense of equanimity or our calm, because we feel this inner, conflict that that arises, this tension. So with meditation, we have a chance to become aware of the emotions that we might have pushed down, or negative emotions, and look at those emotions with loving kindness and give them a space to surface without judgment, and to be with those emotions as they are, and not try to get past them or have a different experience, but to be really honest and real about what we're feeling. And that's what actually allows us to become more present. So when we have a lot of repressed stuff going on, usually there's a lot of mind at the same time. And it takes a level of resource. So our life force energy gets trapped with trapped emotions, and it kind of takes a level of resource and energy, or life force energy, that isn't available to us when we're not emotionally aware or willing to heal. Emotional healing, the release of emotional stressors or past emotions, it helps us to release stress hormones. It helps us let go of anxiety, depression, tension. Like I said, when we have those emotions in the background and we're not aware of them, or we're not willing to face them, or we're in flight mode where we're constantly avoiding or denying or keeping ourselves busy so we don't have to feel what we really feel. We're always, on the surface and just trying to, go from here to here to here to here in life without totally dropping in and just stopping and feeling. It does cause stress because that energy needs to move. And have you ever noticed that when you cry, and you have a really good cry, you feel tired afterwards? Well, science shows that what happens is that when you have a good cry and you release those tears, it releases a lot of stress hormones. So it's a release of energy, which causes you to be exhausted. So that's healing, and your body then needs rest to come back to center. You might have noticed too that after you have a good cry and then you rest and then you wake up, you feel way better. You feel more embodied, you're more clear, you have energy that's freed up. So that's what emotional healing provides for us. Meditation promotes a sense of balance and awareness. And again, it's such a wonderful opportunity to experience healing, to go deeper into your experience. Meditation is so much more than a mental practice. And in the West, a lot of meditation is a bit more focused on the head and above the shoulders. We call it mindfulness and headspace. It has a very strong focus in the mental sphere. And really, meditation is a whole body, spirit, energy practice. And it's more than an intellectual understanding. It's taking your spiritual experiences and your spiritual knowledge from meditation and embodying it. When you have the true realization, you embody it in your energy. It's more than what happens in the mind, but the mind can also heal in meditation and come into balance, because our thoughts are a reflection of our consciousness. And when we're in fear consciousness, our thoughts tend to be more negative. And when we start to raise our consciousness, we can consciously begin to move our thoughts from negative or limited thinking to either neutral or a positive mindset with positive beliefs, or beliefs that really support who we are. And understanding when we start to carry these limiting or negative beliefs. So meditation's an opportunity to clear out the junk in the basement, the unconscious stuff that we do that doesn't really serve us, the patterns that cause us suffering, patterns in our relationships or in certain areas of our life. And this is where the healing opportunity is. So what are the qualities of healing meditation? The qualities are that you move beyond the mind and the words, and it's intentional. All healing begins with intent. It's also energetic. You feel an energy shift, oftentimes a stronger one than perhaps maybe just a regular meditation practice that's more guided from the experience that might be meant for our mind to receive. And with healing meditation, it touches the heart and your spirit. So you feel much more connected spiritually and more grounded in your heart center. And again, you do feel a visceral shift oftentimes with a healing meditation. It goes deeper because that intent is there. And it's an opportunity to let go of any unhealthy patterns like addiction or abusive tendencies or toxic situations or bad thoughts. And it really allows for a new energy to enter your life, a fresh energy and new awareness, and allow you to connect to a higher level of consciousness, love-based consciousness within yourself. And again, a new level of health. When you experience a healing meditation, you may also experience clarity, presence, and the ability to focus more easily. So a lot of us energetically, what happens, the reason why we love to teach these energy tools alongside meditation is that oftentimes, we're kind of in a swirl. The energy is swirling around us and we've got a lot of mind stuff. And when the mind's really going, it creates a quality of vibration within our entire being. So as the mind starts to go faster, the breath begins to become more shallow, less deep, and we don't have as much inner access. And when we start to become aware of our energy and letting go of that scattered or diffused energy and learning how to gather our energy and ground it, it creates a much more conducive meditation practice for us. Because now we don't have to sit and just, have to sit for another 30 minutes just to let the thoughts come down. You can actually work with energy and move that much faster and have the thoughts be more still, because the thoughts are a reflection of prana, energy, or chi, life force energy. So once you start learning how to work with energy, you can start to receive more from your meditation experience. When we focus more of the energy up here, and we don't bring it all together, it can feel, less expansive in terms of your spiritual practice. Oftentimes too, just even with a healing meditation, you can even see better. Your eyesight feels more clear and you can see more clearly what's right in front of you. You're present with what's right in front of you. Let me know if you might have experienced that. You can add it into chat. Oops. So you do experience a shift in consciousness with healing meditation. That shift from the head to the heart, from fear to love. It's a vibrational shift, an energy shift. And there are 4 ways of healing. The first is, and I think the most important, is self-healing, learning how to heal yourself. So often people will start to tap into their gifts of healing and they're really excited and they want to heal everybody around them. And really, I think it's important to not project our need to heal onto other people, but to let our focus be inward and to start there. But that's an amazing place to begin, is to work on our own healing. And we can do this through meditation practice, with our body, massage, self-touch, just placing your hands. So if you took your hands and just rubbed them together like this, and you can feel the energy. I kind of put them in a circle and then just pull them apart just a little bit. You can feel the electricity and the subtle energy running between the palms of your hands. You can feel that, and you can even, press your finger, and you can feel the finger enter the biosphere. So you can just feel that healing, and you can direct this energy towards yourself. So something I like to do is I like to just clear my aura sometimes, and I can feel, when I feel really fuzzy and scattered, I just work with the energy, and I work on the energy level. I don't try to focus and concentrate my mind. That's, I think, the hardest way. It's more that mental way. So if you work with energy, you can start to feel, and I don't know if you can feel it now. Not everyone feels it right away. It takes some practice, but you can also work with energy, and you can clear energy that is around your biosphere. So what happens is, as we go through our day, we do pick up energies around us, and you might have noticed that you go to certain locations or you're with certain people, and your energy shifts afterwards. You might feel really drained or depleted, shut down, in a bad mood or in a good mood. You might feel uplifted, but noticing these energy shifts and changes, and noticing when, okay, maybe I picked up some energy, and having a way to clear that up and to bring it back into balance. So this is how we can start to self-heal. And that begins with self-awareness, having an awareness of yourself and your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and trusting all of them, trusting everything you experience. I think it's very easy for us to say, is this just my imagination, or am I going crazy? And then we second guess ourselves, and we're not really able to help ourselves when we don't trust our true experience. So with meditation, we become more trusting of what we're experiencing, no matter what it is. And then we're addressing the truth of that experience. So this is a self-healing tool, is having that self-awareness and the intention for healing and balance. Hello. There's hands-on healing that you can do for yourself and also for other people. You might have heard of Reiki. Reiki is a form of healing where you become initiated into the practice, and they work with universal energy. We teach a different form of healing. It's more an intuitive form of healing, an inherent form of healing that we all have. I don't necessarily prescribe to the idea of any initiations. I think we have our own healing power and gifts that are always with us, and we don't need anybody's permission to access them. So you can also practice this hands-on healing for yourself and other people. What we do provide, though, are tools to access this healing energy. And again, it's working with universal energy and just noticing, when you get, you hurt yourself or something happens, even if you have a bruise, the tendency is just to touch it. I mean, that's our natural instinct. And so our hands, our bodies, they have power, they emit energy. And it helps us to touch and massage different parts of our body when we're in pain. There is aura healing. So there is an energy field, and you probably are aware that you have a bubble around you. And when somebody passes that bubble and goes into your personal space, you can feel it. It's like they've crossed a boundary there. And that's your auric field. So it's about a foot and a half beyond you. Some people can project their aura very big. It helps sometimes if you're in a big crowd to pull your aura, your energy in. But in any case, like I said, it extends around you, so you can start to clear and just feel energy around you. And you might start to feel there are some places that are more sticky, some places that feel more fluid or empty. and you just allow yourself to sweep through the aura and clear out any blocks or fragmentation of energy, because sometimes our energy gets fragmented and split apart, and we can feel that when that happens. With healing, we're working with cultivation, gathering and cultivating our energy, that feeling of wholesomeness and containing our energy, letting our energy be contained. So if you think about the energy of focus, it's like having a container of energy, being able to focus our attention, which is very challenging now because we have so many distractions and a lot of technology and notifications, and it's constantly breaking our energy and causing a level of vibration. So with healing energy, oftentimes there's a feeling of coherence and smoothness that's there, and where we're able to keep a level of prana and energy, focus and attention for long periods of time, and noticing how good that feels and how healthy that is for us. I think that focus is very healthy. It's healthy for our minds. And then we also have long distance healing. So you could call this prayer, you could call it telepathy, sending energy or having an intention of energy to support someone else, like sending a blessing. You could also refer to this as just meditating next to somebody else without doing any hands-on healing, but just you being in your ground and your center is automatically now transmitting energy, that energy for somebody else to experience. So here's an example of that. If you have kids or you have pets or animals, they respond to your energy. And when your energy is really centered and balanced, you start to notice that other people respond to that energy, and they're more centered and they're more balanced. So that's a little bit about how that resonance works with energy, that when you allow yourself to become, in a sense, a fulcrum of energy, that center point, it also extends out into the field and allows other people to resonate and vibrate at that level as well. So when you work in coaching, you're holding a level of vibration, a vibration of health that your client can also come into resonance with, just by being centered, by being balanced, by being present. So how do you guide a healing meditation? Really, you just need three things, and it's pretty simple. Heart, that loving intention or compassionate intention. Presence, just being present to who's in front of you or who's there with you. And intention for healing. Any meditation can be healing. You don't have to have a certain kind for a healing effect to happen. It's really with your intention, with your energy, that a meditation can be transformed into a healing experience, and in a sense made more deep. So when you work with that intention, it deepens that practice for yourself and for someone else. Your energy is what transmits in a healing experience. So the more work and healing that you've done for yourself by becoming clear and balanced and clearing out some of your own wounding and fears, you become a more fluid, conscious channel for healing. And you allow that divine flow, that universal healing energy, to move through you and transmit through you. And that's how you touch and help create healing space for others. And really, you're creating that healing space because we all heal ourselves. Ultimately, we heal ourselves, but as a healer, you're providing a space in which somebody can access that space for themselves. And your energy transmits through your presence, your heart, your voice, your attention and your intention. So this is how healing energy transmits. And there's no such thing as being a good enough healer or can I heal? It's really, if you have that intention, it's there. The more you practice, the more you work on yourself, yes, healing can become, I would say, more seamless or potent in a sense, but anybody can be a healer or guide healing meditations. It really just starts with that heart intention. For example, a body scan is healing, and you might experience just scanning through your body, the healing effect of that just allowed you to feel a little bit more centered and balanced, less in your head. A grounding meditation, which we also practiced earlier, is healing. It's connecting to the earth's energy, the resonance of the earth, working with the earth, grounding ourselves. And how powerful that is, releasing energy, old energy that we might have been holding on to, and rejuvenating ourselves intentionally with our spiritual energy, our spiritual life force energy. Creative visualization is a healing experience for many people. It means going into the right brain, allowing people's right brain to take over, being guided through images of nature experiences, the beach, the ocean, feeling the waves of the ocean, the warmth of the sun. And this experience creates healing for the body and the mind. And the key to creating healing meditations is to listen to the people you're serving. Tune into the people that you're working with, whether it's an individual or a group. Take time to listen to them, to get to know them. Ask them, what do you need? What do you want? What is your pain? Find out what's going on with them. What are they looking to resolve or bring into balance? And then begin to contemplate what would help create healing or balance or elevate their energy with a healing meditation. What kind of meditation would allow them to access what they need? And again, you don't have to know the answer per se, because what happens is when you start tuning into that intention, the answer will start to flow to you because you have access to everything you need. Through meditation, we realize we have all our own answers. And this is a creative, infinite universe where we can tap in. And this is the power of creative meditation, is being able to tap into that. And the key is to be in touch with the energy, the energy of the moment, what's here, to be fully present. So sometimes it's easy when guiding meditation is to think about, what I've already learned, what I've already memorized, what's the script in my mind. And I think this part is less effective than just getting really in touch with the energy. Meditation is about being in touch and present with the energy, and also being connected to our heart center and our heart's wisdom. So allowing ourselves to, in a sense, drop all this, and having to sound good and say the right thing so that they have the best experience. It's much more about getting really dropped inside and connected to yourself, so you can also be connected to the people that you're working with. And it's important to, again, come back to the core intention. What's being asked for healing? And just gently meditating on that. You don't have to know everything when it comes to guiding a healing meditation. And you can guide any meditation to be a healing experience. So it is learning how to trust yourself and to develop your practice so that you can share with others. Other key things is to speak slowly Don't be afraid to just be silent if you don't know what to say. Being silent allows the other person to receive that experience. Make sure to have a lot of pauses. Speak from your heart. Be genuine. Just speak from this place. Think about less of speaking from your face and more about speaking from your body, because that energy is what's going to transmit. And speak what feels true in the moment. Again, letting go of the headspace, letting yourself get connected to what's really here and true in the moment that feels true to speak. And remember to ground yourself as a facilitator. You're moving energy. If you think about a live wire that flows a lot of power, and when it's not grounded, it can't flow more power. So the more you're able to just get grounded and connected energetically with the earth, the more supported you'll feel as a facilitator. And when energy is coming towards you, you won't take it on, because you're shifting and moving through energy. So just remember to have that ground before and after a practice so that you feel clear and anchored. You can learn how to share creative meditations and learn how to guide healing meditations from your heart. We invite you to join our LIBERATE certified meditation coach training, where you can become a meditation teacher or coach. And we give you the skills that you need to learn the foundation of meditation and also write, create, and share your own guided meditations. And this is a unique training in that we share 3 modalities in one training: meditation, energy healing, and leadership coaching. And you learn how to integrate these 3 practices together seamlessly, because they're all divinely connected. They're all one. And we are really teaching you that skill of, energy healing, intention, meditation, prayer, manifestation. All of these aspects are really just aspects of one core skill. And that's what we work with throughout the training. And there's a lot of benefit to becoming a meditation coach or teacher. You can become a pioneer in a huge, growing, emerging field. Meditation is over $1 billion now, and it's growing at 11% year over year. And actually, there is a shortage of meditation teachers. People are looking for people who can teach, especially in corporate or more mainstream environments. It's an opportunity to make more income in any way, whether it's working online or in groups. And you can work online with individuals or groups. You can host classes, retreats, or workshops. And you can also combine meditation with practices that you already offer. If you're someone who's a coach or a therapist, you can teach people how to resource themselves through the practice of meditation. And what I love about it is that you have the freedom to create your own life and make your own schedule. So if you're someone who likes to travel, you don't want to be tethered to a certain location or a company, or where you have to be somewhere, 9 to 5, 5 days a week. This is also an opportunity to create your own schedule and design your own lifestyle. And what I love the most about sharing meditation is that it's deeply fulfilling and it's very rewarding. And on a spiritual level, it really feeds you. So to be earning income and working with people at a very deep and meaningful level, it feels amazing. It feels good. Enrollment for this course that we're hosting this year closes tomorrow. So if you want to join us, it starts next Monday. Our next course starts on Monday, September 2nd. We don't have a launch date for our next course. So we don't know when we'll be offering this course again, go ahead and check the chat box because Chella has a link that she's going to be sharing with you about the course and how you can enroll. And when you enroll today after the webinar, you'll receive a bonus course called Meditation for Practitioners. And this is a 3-day course that we currently sell for $59 on our website. And that gives you the basic tools of how to manage your energy when you're working with other people, so you don't lose or deplete or drain your energy, and you keep your energy at a high level. And a bonus webinar, How to Become a Successful Meditation Coach. That is a webinar that we will offer to you through the training if you decide to sign up. And that one is worth $200. So this is the second bonus webinar. And that's how to become a successful meditation coach. And this is the 3-day course, Meditation for Practitioners. Learning to guide meditation for your patients and your clients. Thank you. We hope that you'll consider joining us for this next exciting course. I can tell you that it's always a magical, intense, and transformative time. Also for all the people that help facilitate this course, including Chella, myself, and all of the meditation leaders that join us, because we have meditation mentors. Each of you, if you decide to join us, receives your own meditation coach. So it's a wonderful, amazing, rich time, and we'd love to talk to you about it.